Hello, this is Tom Searcy with the 1% Difference, and this week I want to talk about changing the buying tempo. Now, anybody in a competitive environment, a sport of any kind, whether it's football or basketball or baseball, they talk about the tempo of the game and changing the momentum. Well, we're always trying to change the tempo of the sales process, usually to make it go faster. But when we change tempo, not everybody inside of the company to whom we're selling wants to dance at a faster tempo or pace. They have a tendency to want to slow down. Now, sometimes there's timing constraints over which nobody has any real control. There could be contracts in place, there could be a seasonality issue, sometimes governance processes and buying processes and procurement and purchasing, they have an effect that can't be affected. But when there aren't those, what's really slowing things down? What's causing things to grind to a halt? Typically, it's fear. If you want to change the speed of the deal, you have to change the fear. So, here's a couple things I want you to do. First and foremost, step one is what we call the chasm of change, which means helping someone to see themselves on the other side of the decision. If they're on this side of the decision, where they're considering buying from you or replacing who they've got currently and what they're doing currently, and they have to go all the way over here, which is going to be a big change, you've got to show them step by step how to get across that chasm of change. By showing them those steps, each step along the way, what you do is you're giving them a sense that they have control. And by having control, that tempo isn't quite so scary. Second thing, you want to have a map and measure, which means that at every single stage along the way, you want to say, okay, this is the stage that we are now going to measure how are we performing against what our expectations were, your expectations and our expectations. If we're doing well, we keep moving. If we're not doing well, we adjust. But by setting up that map and measure approach, people can see themselves getting across that entire gap. Otherwise, what happens is they delay. They say, no, it's too big right now. We can't do it until next quarter, until after the budgeting series, and until after we go ahead and do the merger, the acquisition. They've always got some sort of an excuse because they look at this and they say, wow, that chasm of change is so big. But if you're able to show them a small map and measure steps along the way, they can get proceeding along that way. And the third thing is set up thresholds. Basic concept is, if this step goes well, then how does that change the timing of us going to the next step? See, what you're really trying to do is you're trying to get them to accelerate. And you're saying, if you start to see some things moving along really well, and you really want to get to this other side over here, shouldn't we move faster? Isn't this what you really are buying? Is this great benefit that we're going to offer over here? Well, if that's the case, and you start to see some things really improving along the way, we should accelerate that. So set up those thresholds. So take those 3 steps, and by changing the fear, you're going to change the tempo. Until the chance for us to talk again, go out and make the 1% difference.
If you like this video, hit the subscribe button down below and the bell, and that way we'll let you know every time there are new videos that are out there. And you can also visit our website below.